Well, hey everybody, it's Josh with Resort TV One, and we have huge Disney news today to talk about. So before we get into the news, please be sure that you are subscribed to Resort TV One by hitting that subscribe button right below the video. Hit the like button for this video because I know we all like this incredible Disney news. And also be sure to follow us on all the social media. We're Resort TV One on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. So the first thing I want to do, especially for anybody watching the replay here, in the next day or two, if you missed the stream, is that I want to recap what the news is, and then we're going to talk about all of it in detail. I'm going to get your opinions through the comments in the chat, and we're going to really break it all down and make sure you understand what's going on, make sure I understand what's going on, and really get excited about all of these awesome things coming here to Walt Disney World. So let me go through the news here real quick and just make sure we've got it all down. The first big news that was finally announced after so long, 4 years in the making, Tron's opening date, as you can see from the background behind me, was finally announced as April 4th of 2023. So Tron will be opening April 4th, 2023. And of course, before that, there's going to be previews, cast members, maybe annual pass holders. Who knows? They usually do cast member previews. We might get invited to a media preview. I don't know yet, but definitely Tron will be opening on April 4th, 2023. And I would assume that is the opening date to the public, that anybody in Magic Kingdom that day will be able to ride the attraction. So that's the first huge breaking news. Super exciting. Tron is finally opening. We'll finally get to experience it. See what all of the hype has been about. I am super, super excited about Tron. So that's step one. So post in the chat if you're excited about Tron. And I'm going to go over all the news real quick, and then we'll break it down. That way, if anybody's watching the replay and they just want to see what the news is, they can listen to the news, and then we'll break it down here one at a time. And then the other big news that was announced, and this is not really in any order, but maybe in the order of biggest surprise, was that annual pass holders, there's an update for annual pass holders on reservations in the park. And that update is that annual pass holders will no longer have to have a park reservation after 2 p.m. on most days. So the way that's going to work is that after 2 p.m. On weekdays at Magic Kingdom, let me back up. So most days, pass holders won't have to have a reservation after 2 p.m. All parks, I believe, work on the weekdays. Magic Kingdom is not available on the weekends for that. You can only do Magic Kingdom during the week. So all parks except Magic Kingdom pretty much all week, I think. And then as far as Magic Kingdom, you can only do that on the weekdays. So I believe that's true. We'll read the press release here in just a minute. Sorry, I stumbled over that. We don't have a date on this yet. They said in the coming months. So I hope it's pretty soon, maybe in the coming weeks, hopefully. But they did announce that on the Disney Parks blog that annual pass holders will no longer have to have a reservation after 2 p.m., which is super cool and such a big step, for anybody who is a pass holder. And they said, Disney said, pass holders love flexibility. So that's a huge thing. There's more to that announcement too, but that's the big news. Another big set of news, this is something that really made people mad a long time ago, was that when it was implemented, it seems like it's been a few years, was that hotel guests will no longer have to pay for parking. So if you're at a resort, WDW resort hotel, you're not going to have to pay for parking anymore when you stay at the resorts. So that's pretty cool that parking will now be complimentary for self-parking. Of course, valet parking is a charge anywhere you go, and that's understandable, but self-parking will now, again, be free at the resorts, and I believe that's starting like almost right away. Let me look and see when that starts. And then the last big update, at least for Walt Disney World, is that Happily Ever After is going to return on April 3rd, 2023. So that's super exciting. April 3rd, 2023, Happily Ever After is coming back with some updated projections, updated songs, it sounds like, but mostly it's going to be Happily Ever After, which is so exciting. I cannot wait to see Happily Ever After again. It's been a long time and I miss it a lot. Having said that, I will miss Enchantment. I've grown to love Enchantment as well. And then also Epcot Forever is coming back on April 3rd. So that means the last day for Harmonious and Enchantment will be April 2nd. So we'll be there to cover all that and show you the last views of Harmonious, which I'll definitely miss as well. And then we'll show you the first Happily Ever After, and then probably the day after that we'll show you the first, or I guess the second, Epcot Forever. There's also some Disneyland stuff about park hopping and things that we will get to here very, very soon. But that's the bulk of the Disney World news, and we'll get into the rest of it very, very soon. So let's go ahead and let's go back to Tron. And let's talk about what you guys feel about Tron. So it's super, super exciting. I see all you guys in the chat. Oh my goodness. Thank you for um, being here tonight. We've got Sue, Amber, Bespoke, David T. I bet they virtual queue Tron. I bet they do too. They haven't announced it yet. Spaceship Ears is here. Sabrina, Mara, Disnoa, Theo, Disjen, Pat. Let's see what you guys are saying about this. Parking fee, non-fee started today. Awesome. I believe it's free parking for everybody, free self-parking. So that's great to me. And yeah, Angela says that great news all around. Yeah, I think Disney had all these announcements kind of bottled up, saved up, and they're like, we're going to put a lot of big news out there all at the same time, and we're going to just really put some positive vibes out into the world, which is really cool. I don't know how to say it better than positive vibes, but just really great news for people that love Disney. So yeah, lots of happily ever after back on 4-3. Happy birthday to me. Yes. Oh, and that's the other thing, Laura, thank you. The barges are going away. So with Harmonious, the barges are going away. Now, again, I like Harmonious. I don't like the barges. I've said that before. I'm excited about the barges going away. I think everybody's going to be excited about that. But I hope, and I saw our friend Rob Place post this on Twitter earlier, I hope that they keep the perimeter fireworks from Harmonious that go around and around and around. That was so, so cool. Peter says he'll miss Harmonious as well. Alicia says she's super happy that Happily Ever After is coming back. Yeah, no Jenna yet. Yep, she'll be back soon. She's got stuff going on tonight as well. So yep, but she'll be back on Friday for sure. Now, don't worry, nobody's sick. Nothing's going on. Nothing bad. Just a lot of things happened, and they were not able to be here. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Steve's World. Yes, it's about time there was a day filled with good Disney news for a change instead of just hearing about another price increase. I agree. This is all good. Love it. So yeah, we cannot wait. And so let's talk first about Tron. And I've got the Tron background behind me here. So let's talk about what's going to be happening with the Tron opening here. So let me go over I've got the browser up here, and I'll show you kind of the press release from this here we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so look, we're going to try and be all professional here if we can. So this is the press release for Tron Lightcycle Run here, and let's just go over this before we get too far into this. So I'm not going to read all this, but greetings programs. I've loved Tron. That's really cool. Says, I haven't felt this excited since I saw a Lightcycle from Tron Legacy at the D23 Expo. So yeah, it's going to be opening April 4th, 2023. It says here, this is the official Disney blog post, and you can see the Lightcycle that's there. And it says, when you enter the queue, you'll feel as if you're digitized and transported to the grid for a special Lightcycle race. It's your Team Blue against the grid's menacing programs. We have to outsmart the programs and escape the grid. So that's going to be pretty cool. And I hope that I'm not going to watch any of the Shanghai Disneyland stuff. And I don't know, maybe it'll be a little different. I'm not sure. We'll see. The story of Tron Lightcycle Run picks up after Tron Legacy, where Kevin's son Sam Flynn has opened a second gateway into a digital realm called the Grid. The first of these portals he created is found at Shanghai Disneyland within the original Tron. So I wonder if this is a little bit of a continuation, if they've managed to find some extra story in there to make it not just a copycat attraction. I'm sure it's going to be very similar, but we'll see. So yeah, anyway, the rest of that's kind of just extra news, but let's see. All those hours and quarters playing the Tron arcade game have prepared me for this. I need to go check out the Tron arcade game and put it on the other channel. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Let's see what you're saying in the chat. I agree. I feel heard and have a positive feel. That's awesome, Sharon. Hey, Serrano. How's it going? Hey, Brittany. They just announced no more parking fee for those staying at hotels. Yes, we talked about that earlier, and we'll go again. We'll talk about that again in a bit. No reservations after 2 p.m. allows more flexibility for live streaming. That's right, Paolo's Adventures. Exactly. And I'll read that press release because I kind of tripped over it earlier. But basically, it's all the parks all week except for Magic Kingdom. And I believe there was one more restriction, maybe Hollywood Studios, not available on the weekends. But either that, pretty cool. No spoilers for Josh. He hasn't seen the ride video yet. I haven't, and I won't. I refuse. I want to see it in person first. Spaceship Ears, thank you for that. I think waiting in line with the Daft Punk soundtrack would be absolutely epic. There you go. Hey, Disney Up, Boiler Up. How's it going? And great again to see our good friend Steve's World here. Definitely go check out his awesome channel. Great to see Happily Ever After return as well. Lost Boys says, we agree that we did enjoy Enchantment despite the negative responses. Yeah, you know, I think at first I was very underwhelmed by Enchantment the first day, but then it really grew on me. I found the heart of it. Jenna liked it from the beginning, so I'll give her credit for that. It looks like a genie granted all your wishes. Jay Mercedes, you are so right. And yeah, my notification came late. No worries, guys. Enjoy the stream. We're definitely be talking for a little while. Let's see. Newly announced changes are a result of listening to guests. Mike B, I love that. Yes, they are listening. Oh my goodness. I feel like with the change of leadership, Disney had some easy wins they could make here. Because, with Chapek leaving and, a lot of negative energy leaving with that, I feel like it was time to, bring Iger back. And again, nobody's perfect. I'm not saying that, but I am saying Disney could announce some cool things like this, make some easy wins, bring some good PR back to the company, and say, hey, we're doing some cool stuff now. We hear you. We hear annual pass holders. We hear you that you want to come more, spontaneously. We hear that you want to be more flexible. And so I think at least it's starting to move that direction. What was that on reservations? Okay, so let's go over that again. I'm with Josh, not watching anything ahead of time. Absolutely, Steve, for sure. Yes, make sure that you click on the like button, everybody. All right, so I actually feel positive about Walt Disney World and Disney for the first time in a very long time. I'm with you, Tina. I love it. So let's go over let's go over the here. Let's go over the big Walt Disney World update here. And this is 3 changes. Sorry, I went too fast. 3 changes to Walt Disney World making to bring more value and flexibility to your visit. So here is the official update right from Walt Disney World. 2023 brings even more to look forward to, from the triumphant return of Happily Ever After to the opening of Tron, and also Journey of Water inspired by Moana. But some other things. First of all, we talked about the complimentary self-parking beginning this evening. Yeah, so you were right when you said that. Somebody in the chat said that January 10th, overnight self-parking will once again be offered complimentary to guests staying at Walt Disney World Resort Hotels. So that's everybody, not just pass holders. Every single person that stays at a Disney resort will not have to pay for parking if they do self-parking. If you do valet, obviously you're going to have to pay, but let's be honest, nobody's surprised by that. Valet parking is always extra. Most people, I'm sure, opt for the self-parking, especially if you're budget conscious like most of us are. This is a Disney difference many of you have asked us to bring back, and we're happy to reintroduce it to make your vacation a little easier and more affordable. Look at that right there. They're listening. I love it. Many of you have asked us to bring back, and we're happy to reintroduce it. This is an easy win. I love that. Good job, Disney. Honestly, I'm just so excited because it's a small thing. And, I said this before, if they feel the need that they're not making enough money at the resorts, you can raise the room rates a little bit. But these extra add-on fees are not helping anybody. So this is great. They also can continue to receive complimentary standing parking at the theme parks, which means, and you know this already, if you're staying at a resort, you can drive to a theme park and you can park there complimentary with your resort pass there. The next thing, and I want to get your chat comments in a second, here it is. Reservation requirements will be relaxed for visits after 2 p.m. They'll be able to visit the theme parks after 2 without needing a park reservation, except on Saturdays and Sundays at Magic Kingdom. There it is right there. I really tripped over that earlier, but it is live, right? So annual pass holders will be able to visit after 2 p.m., no park reservation. You can just go. Okay, now it hasn't started yet in the next few months. I'm hoping it's sooner than that. So Disney, the quicker you can bring this out, the better. I mean, the holiday crowds have died down. I feel like this is a good time to start bringing it back. Okay, so, but yeah, then I could literally just go out to Epcot right now and not even make a reservation, or even Magic Kingdom since it's Tuesday night, right? So that would be amazing. That's one thing I do miss about the pass holder experience a little bit. Here's what I love though. Check this out. And again, I'm not trying to ignore you guys, but I want to highlight this. We realize our pass holders enjoy more spontaneous visits. They're listening. Oh my goodness, right? We realize our pass holders enjoy more spontaneous visits. Thank you for listening. And this change will make that possible. Pass holders will receive access to Disney PhotoPass lenses. That's kind of cool. Little extras. I'm good with that. That's not like game changing, but I'm good with that. Anything extra they can give people, that's the Disney difference. You're not taking things away. We're bringing things back. It's a good thing. Visit Cinderella Castle Mural of Memories and Disney Photo. Okay, cool. So that's going to start soon. We'll share a date with pass holders soon when they will become available and all that. And then attraction photo downloads. If you're doing Genie Plus, your attraction photos will be included. That's good. You're already paying for Genie Plus. You shouldn't have to pay more. I'm not going to read all that, but you get the point. All right, let's check your chat. So there we go. What do you guys think? Definitely a great way to start off the new year. Hey, Max, how's it going? Should have always been free, but yeah, better late than never. Exactly. Bob Iger. Yes, it's greater than Bob Paycheck. Yeah. It's awesome news. Isn't this great? It's been so long since I've been excited. I actually want to spend money there again. Wait, I was doing that anyway. But here's the point. The bottom line is, the positive vibes that they get through this is so important. The positive feelings, the positive, affirmations, I guess. I didn't watch you guys do Guardians either before I was able to see it. Yeah, Shannon, I agree for sure. I was reserving judgment on Iger. Tina says, I want to see what he did before I gave him 100% support. Absolutely. Yeah, and so here you go. I loved Enchantment from the beginning too, Shannon, and I'll miss it too. Yeah, exactly, Brittany. All right, let me see what else you guys are saying here. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up. They put their Mickey listening ears on and made so many hearts feel the optimism and joy return. A return to the past for the future, stepped in the right direction. Dana, I could not have said it better myself. That is so true. And we're all excited now. Oh my goodness. And it didn't, it's almost like I want to say, was it that hard? No, of course it wasn't. They listened. Disney, keep listening. This is what makes you better. This is what makes you great. This is the Disney difference. Listen. Of course, people are going to ask for the moon, the stars, and the sky. You can't give away the farm or the park, but you have to, Disney's a business. They have to make money. Nobody argues with that. But bringing back these little things helps people feel more positive about the company. Disney needs to extend APs to people who live outside of Florida. John, I agree with that. Absolutely. And I hope that will come back. I feel like they're very concerned about capacity right now, but I feel like that will come in time. I agree for sure. I think maybe they should bring annual passes back for DVC first. I don't think they still have that, because if you're DVC, let's be honest, you have a real estate interest in Walt Disney World, so you should be entitled to have an annual pass to the parks, because it's almost like you are a Florida resident in that point. How are Jenna and Dale doing? Oh, they're fine. Yep, they're fine. There's just lots of stuff going on with them. Okay, let's see. Josh, thank you for putting work into a 10-hour ambiance video. Don't be modest. That's hard work. Thank you, Spaceship Ears. And I do have that coming out tomorrow. We're going to try something really new. And thank you, Moppers, for being here. We're going to do a 10-hour premiere. Now, you're like, Josh, why are you doing a 10-hour premiere? This is an ambiance video. It doesn't really change that much. But I did put a lot of work into it. I sat in one place for an hour. I edited the video. I made the sound effects go on. I even have a water sound effect because there's a waterfall in the video. Everything. And there's no crowd noise. Nothing that would, nothing. Nobody screams. Nobody shouts. All the crowd noise is gone. Everything's super relaxing. So tomorrow, that'll premiere at 10 a.m. And it's going to go till about 8:30 p.m. It's about 10 and a half hours, actually. Does that mean you need to watch the whole time? No. But people said, hey, we want a premiere of these videos so we can chat. But the cool thing is it's not a live stream. It's actually a premiere, and so it will become a regular video, and you can watch it whenever you want. But it's going to be something you can put on. It's literally like a window into the park. I'm actually going to start calling it Walt Disney World Windows, because I literally put the camera right on a window at Cosmic Race. So let's see what else people are saying. Airfare from Detroit is over $500. Wow. Reservation relaxation is only for AP. Yes, right now reservation relaxation is only for AP, but it's a chink in the armor, right? It's a move in the right direction. But yes, I hear you, everybody. So it would be nice if they were gone for everybody. Iger's making a difference already. I think this will actually bring Disney more money, as it will encourage more people to visit. I agree, relaxing Disney. It's a positive change for sure. And it does give people a positive outlook on the parks. You're so right. Being DVC members, we make the commitment to travel to Disney ahead of time and pay association dues. Yeah. So I think DVC people should be able to buy an annual pass as a Florida resident does. So hopefully they'll bring that back eventually, because you've already made, if you're a DVC member, you've made a huge investment in the company. I feel like it's only right. And then hopefully eventually everybody can get them. Even more excited to go to Walt Disney World, especially since we're going on my birthday. That's awesome. Part due. Very nice. Thanks, Josh. And thanks for the ambiance. Yes, I can't wait. And I had to, with all this news, I had to go live tonight. Listen, I'm sorry if this, hopefully it looks kind of professional, but I literally threw this together in 15 minutes. So hopefully this is semi-professional. So yeah, incremental changes. That's right. So you're saying I can blow off work tomorrow and watch 10 hours of YouTube? Theo, yeah, tell your boss Josh said it's okay. I'm sure he'll be like, who's that? Well, that's amazing. You made all those edits for an ambiance video. Thank you, Miss Laura. So great this stuff is actually happening. Disney should be all about the guests. For sure, Mike. Hey, Caden. Yes, I agree, Caden, for sure. Let's see. What else? We agree with all these positive news. It will definitely bring in more guests to the park, especially for the 100th. Yes, for sure. Hey, David, love the food credit and even room discount. Yeah, I was going to talk about that too. That's something that happened last week, but still very good news. You always look professional. Thanks, Steve. You're so kind. Let's see what else. I'm coming in May, and I'm so excited. I'm bringing my little sister for her first time, and I'm so glad my favorite fireworks show will be back. Yes. Let's talk about the fireworks a little bit. Only 15. I'd say it looks like you spent at least 16. That's awesome. Oh, I love you guys. You're so fun. All right. Oh, we got a super chat there from Chris Caps. Iger, $5. Iger, restoring the magic. Restore the magic first, and money will come later. Walt's dream was that in a nutshell. So thankful Iger's back. Me too, Chris. My biggest thing that Iger said when he came back is said, this is a company about creativity. If it's not about creativity, Disney has nothing. It's about creativity. And that was the biggest thing Iger said that got me on board. because that's what it should be about, and that's what started Disney. Walt's creativity was what founded this company, and so if it wasn't for Walt's creativity, nobody would even know the name Disney, and everybody knows that's true. So I think that's what we're talking about. So I agree, Chris, and hopefully it continues. Your semi-professional is still top notch. Thanks, Scott. Thank you, Karen. No scrolling Chiron text along the bottom. I want my money back. Oh my goodness. I got to figure out. I know you're kidding, Spaceship Ears, but I really should figure out how to do that. Oh, thank you, Shannon. All right. So let's do this real quick. Let's go back to the browser and let's talk about fireworks. Guys, Happily Ever After is coming back. Look at that. First of all, what a great shot. That's a Disney shot, obviously. What's next for Disney Nighttime Spectacular? So what is happening here? Okay. So it says it's going to be moments of watching fireworks pop above the skies to wrap up a perfect day. Well, I hope you're ready to begin. You see what they did there? Ready to begin? I'm ready. Because fan favorite Nighttime Spectacular Happily Ever After returns to the Magic Kingdom on April 3rd, featuring all new projections down Main Street, USA. Disney Enchantment will be offered April 2nd, or through April 2nd. So Enchantment's last day is April 2nd, like I said earlier, and then April 3rd is when Happily Ever After returns, and then, of course, Tron on April 4th. So that's going to be a very busy couple days there. It's almost like a new renaissance for the parks. It's kind of like a new 50th anniversary celebration. So that's pretty cool. Let's keep going here. I love those pictures. Okay, so as we shared, an all-new Nighttime Spectacular is being planned to debut at Epcot. I saw somebody say it'd be cool if they kind of took the ideas from Illuminations. I don't disagree with that. Here's what I think. I think they should combine some of the best elements of all the shows. Combine the great elements of Illuminations, which had the music that didn't necessarily always have to have words, right? Combine that with maybe some of the pyrotechnics, the fire that was in Illuminations that everybody loved so much. And add some of the cool stuff from Harmonious. Maybe not barges. Maybe let's do water projections, right? More like Fantasmic, where they don't have to have big barges that stick up. Maybe they could keep low-profile barges there that don't stick up above where they would be with the buildings. I don't know. Something more like, or maybe put fountains in the lagoon. I don't know how possible that is. More like, what do you call it? The Season of Light or whatever it is at Disneyland. I can't think of the name of it. At California Adventure. More like that show. So anyway, bring it all together, right? Epcot Forever. I can't wait to see Epcot Forever again. It's got all that classic Epcot music in it. So Harmonious had some good elements. Even people, my friend Theo doesn't like Harmonious, but I bet we could find some cool elements from it to add to a new show. So let's not just say, let's make a new Illuminations. I don't think we need that. I think we need something even better, so that we take everything and put it all together. But the barges will be removed. Here it is right here. Including a phased removal of fireworks platforms following the final Harmonious performance on April 2nd. So there you go. They're not going away all at the same time, but that's good news. Everybody's going to enjoy seeing a better view of the fireworks and not just the fireworks, but also of the of the World Showcase buildings. To quote your dad, woohoo! Yeah, exactly. I'll be so happy to see Happily Ever After. I cannot wait. Oh, when Tink flies the thing, I'm going to be a mess. I'm telling you right now. That's the best. Like, obviously Tink has been in all the shows since Fantasy in the Sky, because we can see her. She starts the show, Fantasy in the Sky, because we watched that New Year's Eve. I love that they bring Fantasy in the Sky back. It's very classic, but it was in Wishes. But Tink's appearance in Happily Ever After is the best, period. World of Color. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't think. But yeah. So put World of Color in there. Maybe don't even call it Illuminations anything, but just say, okay, but take the ideas from Illuminations that everybody loved and have a World of Color type thing where they can still project stuff on the water, but it doesn't need a giant, Stargate that's going to block the beautiful World Showcase pavilions. World of Color, yes. It was a great show. Have a friend taking her kids for the first time this spring. She asked for advice and told her to give me a few updates. A few days updates were coming. Yeah, for sure. Hey, there's a lot of updates today. Excuse me. Let's see here. Harmonious was great and the walkout music was inspiring, and really sad if it was the final night of a trip. Yeah, for sure, absolutely. I can already hear the Happily Ever After music. Me too. Goodbye, Bart. It's just you'll be missed. Not. Yeah, that's the one thing we won't miss. Yeah, Tina says just want the barges gone. Wasn't Illuminations different variations? That's true, Brittany. You're correct about that, and I should be really clear in my Disney history. Illuminations started in 1991. Before that was Laserphonic Fantasy, which I don't think had any fireworks in it. Illuminations started fireworks, but it wasn't ever a lot. it wasn't like a Magic Kingdom rapid fire, big giant shells all the time. Then we had Illuminations for several years, like 4 or 5 years, I think. Then we had Illuminations 25, which started in the 25th anniversary. There were actually two versions of that. There's Illuminations 25, which had more classical music, and then it was Illuminations 25B, which was more celebratory music. So they actually changed that one on a dime, and I think I have video of both somewhere. Anyway, it's on YouTube. And then after that, in 1999, I believe, is when Reflections of Earth debuted, and it continued all the way through 2019. So that was pretty incredible how long Reflections of Earth went. It's funny, Reflections of Earth and Wishes actually were for a long time. So these wonderful changes are happening at the end of the 50th. Yeah, it's almost like the 50th was more of a curse than a blessing, maybe. I don't know. Great idea, Josh. That Illuminations music is epic, and the primitive cannons from Harmonious. Yes, there's so many things they can put in there. So anyway, let me see what else you guys are saying. Sorry, I get hung up on all these great comments. I did not like how you could only see Harmonious well from two places. That's true. No, I agree with that. I mean, it wasn't great from the side, 100%. So they can do more with projections if they use more like a phantasmic type thing. So because of the Stargate, there was only, yeah, there we go. Same thing. Yep, exactly. Is there someone on standby to assist Josh when he explodes? I haven't seen him this excited in a long time. No, we're good. Yeah, but I love it when I feel like I feel like you guys do. I feel heard right now. I feel like they heard us, not just me. I'm just a guy who did a YouTube channel along with my sister, and people happen to watch us, and for whatever reason, I still haven't figured out why you guys watch us. But no, I'm kidding. But I appreciate it. But I'm just a guy with an opinion on a channel. But I'm happy they listened to all of us collectively. We all said the same thing, and they listened. Let's see what else. Excuse me. At least we know when Tron opens. Yes, for sure. Finally. If you have a chance, go check out Jack DSMY's video. He actually makes a parody of himself being like 70-something years old, which is hilarious. When you played Illuminations or Harmonious back-to-back, Illuminations wasn't that spectacular. Yeah, I think part of Illuminations is the music, but also people have fond memories of these things, and so the memory becomes greater than the thing itself. Do you guys agree with that? Nothing wrong with Illuminations. It's amazing, but the memory becomes better than the thing itself. Now, Happily Ever After, amazing. Best fireworks show ever, so that's not an overstatement. Think of Harmonious as a limited time installation. It was controversial like some art can be. That's a good point, Sue. I don't want anything with screens. I'd rather see drones. Drones would be awesome because they could actually launch drones from inside the World Showcase Lagoon. They're not allowed to fly drones over people, but you bring the drones in on a barge, launch them, land them. Good to go. Just don't lose the drones in the water. Kind of expensive. The entire greatness of Illuminations was it was viewable 360. Yeah, mostly, for sure. There were better spots than others, but yes, it was way more 360 than Harmonious. The specific locations, yes. 100% agree. 100% agree. Harmonious was designed with issues already. So, thank you, Matt. They're not listening to me, but they're listening to all of us. Yeah, let's redo the 50th. Let's do the 52nd anniversary, and we'll just call it a day. Me too, but you are influential to Disney because of your viewership. Thank you, Tina. Well, like I said, I hope they listen a little bit, but I think they listen to all of us. Hoping for Tron preview as an AP. Me too. Definitely restores a lot of faith in the company. Yes, exactly. What are the chances we can park hop when we want? So let's talk about that for a second. We have some other news. Let me see if I can do this. That didn't do what I wanted it to do. Wait, hold on just a second. Let's see. Let's try this. There we go. Disneyland update. All right, so speaking of park hopping, Disneyland has some updates here. And if I go back over to the browser and we go back over to Disneyland, Disneyland has some updates here. First of all, you can switch between parks even earlier, beginning at 11 a.m. on February 4th. So, is this foreshadowing of something to come at Walt Disney World? A lot of people have said 11 a.m. would be a great park hopping time at Walt Disney World. Is this foreshadowing things to come at Walt Disney World? Maybe. So that's a good thing. Even more opportunities to visit. Let's see. So that's just lower prices. Hey, lower prices are good, right? They have 2 months worth of $104 park ticket days, complimentary Disney Photo Pass, more opportunity. Okay, so Disneyland's selling, I'm not going to read all that, but Disneyland is selling more Magic Keys. Their annual passes have been really hard to get. So definitely, excuse me, definitely good news. I know we don't have as many Disneyland people on here, but I like the park hopper because I feel like it's foreshadowing something to come. So yeah, somebody asking about, are they going to allow us to park hop earlier? The fact that they're allowing APs to visit without a reservation soon on most days after 2 p.m. And then this is happening at Disneyland. I feel like park hopping is starting to loosen up. Things are finally starting to loosen up. They're listening. So I like this. That's why? Because we like you. Thanks, Indiana. So yeah, so that's the Disneyland update. Pretty cool. I don't remember being wowed by Illuminations, but I remember that feeling of wanting to be a change in the world. I agree. I actually like Illuminations a lot, but I think that Harmonious had that same feeling of coming together around music. So yeah, Kiss Goodnight. I don't know. To me, I don't know why it hasn't come back other than just maybe the 50th a little bit. And I know there was the issue with the narration maybe being changed a little bit. Let's be honest. How hard is it to change the narration? To fit the rest of their announcing. Let's see. Disney World fireworks and the Happily Ever After back. Yep, for sure, Noel. Start out with Walt introducing Epcot, his dream of bringing people together in a new start of Harmonious with water projection. Yeah, exactly, Chris. I think actually Epcot was Walt's baby, even though he didn't really envision it the way it is now. He envisioned the idea of coming together through an international type exchange. So, with that being said, if he introduced Epcot, like as he says it, which is so cool, I think that would be really, really neat. They should have him introduced and have him on there for a long time. And we go on. Oh my goodness, that was the best part, right? We go on emotional every single time. Hey, they can put that in there. I wouldn't cry. One thing people don't remember is that Illuminations age. They reduced the number of pyrotechnics. Great point, Tina. They did with Happily Ever After as well. I think Great Marco did a video about that, showing how many fewer pyrotechnics were in Happily Ever After. Enchantment actually has a lot more pyrotechnics than Happily Ever After. Hopefully they'll continue that into Happily Ever After as it returns. Excuse me. So yeah, Illuminations definitely had less as it aged. I have a video of Illuminations from like right around the year 2000. It was incredible, especially considering what we had before, which was Illuminations Reflections of Earth was cutting edge. I think it just stayed too long. And I know a lot of people were sad even when it went, but I think if they'd replaced it with something even better, they had a lot of time. So anyway, or just improved upon it. They never had a show stay that long, but they knew it was good. All right. Excuse me. Main Street Electrical Parade, please. Yeah, we need something. I would love Spectrum Magic or something even updated, and I love Electrical Parade, but they need something. Let's see what else. I meant keep Enchantment, the Walt parts for Happily Ever After. Oh, yeah, Waffle House. Good idea. For sure. World of Sports will be packed again in spring to do the race for spring training. That's right, Daniel. The Rays are coming back. That's pretty cool. Let's see. I'll miss the song You Were the Magic. I agree, Greg. That was a good one. Can we get a Once Upon a Time show back? That was cool. I always thought it was really funny that Happily Ever After started first and then Once Upon a Time came after that. Because I always thought that was backwards. Obviously, usually Once Upon a Time should be first and then Happily Ever After is the end of the book. But yeah. That's right, Steph. Yeah, the C doesn't stand for Chapek. The music of Illuminations is what did it for me. I agree. People got used to that. I do think times have changed a little bit and people aren't as apt to be pulled in by a full orchestral score for 15 to 20 minutes, even though obviously as a music person, I liked it. So I do think they need to pull in some of the IP a little bit to get people more interested. I think the times have just changed on that. But I think they can interweave it with different things that are recognizable. Minnie's Wonderful Christmas Time Fireworks is a great example of that because they're able to bring in familiar Christmas songs, but don't necessarily have to have words. And there's not a lot of IP or a lot of, cartoons and movies in that show. Will passholders get a ride Tron early? They have not said, but I hope so. Excuse me. It was the best when it first started. I love Harmonia so much too. Yeah, I agree, Brittany. Let's see what else. Just a heads up, it says Disneyland. Oh, it still says Disneyland Update. Yeah, you're right. We can go back to Walt Disney World. So yeah, excuse me, a lot of stuff there. Boy, I was totally, the allergies hadn't bothered me, and then all of a sudden I got all stuffy when I started talking again. How weird is that? Maybe it's just this time of night. All right, so why does Disney let things disappear like they do? Yeah, I don't know why. Waffle House, I have no idea. That's a really good point. Let's see. I disagree, but I love music as much as you do. Yeah, Tina, and certainly we can agree to disagree. I'm just telling you from my observations, the last couple years of Illuminations, a lot of people talked through a lot of the show because it wasn't holding their attention. But, also I think that they can do more with an updated show. So yeah, again, there's going to be people that just love Illuminations no matter what. I was ready for it to change because it had just been there for 20 years. And I was just like, what else can you do? So anyway, I'm excited for Epcot Forever to come back. I really like that old classic music. And it's mostly orchestral as well. It's not a lot of work, not a lot of lyrics in it. So we'll see. The after show music of Enchantment is better with the bass between the castle towers. That's pretty cool. Yeah. And thank you, Imara. Excuse me for being here and all the moppers. By the way, real quick before I before we go into any more news, we've gone through a lot of it already, but I want to let's see here. I want to talk about my video for tomorrow really quick. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Here it is. Okay. So if I pull this up really quick, browser source, there we go. What happened? There we go. Let's try that. Aha. All right. So there you go. Tomorrow at 10 a.m., I'm going to be doing this ambiance premiere. Now, I'm not going to be able to be in there the entire time. My wife's going to be in some. Maybe Jenna might pop in a little bit. The moppers will pop in. But we'll be able to chat with you guys while you enjoy this beautiful view with awesome music. It'll be partially Disney music and awesome waterfall sounds. So that'll be cool. So definitely join me tomorrow for that. It'll be super fun. So I think we've gone over all of these. The Disney Parks blog. Let's see. We got Downtown Disney. That's at Disneyland. So I think we've got everything else. International Festival of the Arts. So yeah. Oh, and New World of Color show debuting January 27th for Disney 100. So that's kind of cool too. Those are all maybe smaller updates. Let's see. I think that's about it. Let me go back over here. So we've got, yep, the Disneyland update, Disney World. Yeah. So I think I covered it all, but wow. What a bunch of updates. That's pretty cool. The other one was, I guess, let me see if I can pull this in over here. Let me see. The promo card. The other one was the promo card. It says it's a digital dining promo card. It's a digital gift card to include a special offer for select Walt Disney World room packages. So yeah, anyway, I'm not going to go over this whole menu, but this whole web page, but that's pretty cool. You can actually get a little bit of dining credit now too. So anyway, lots of cool stuff. Super excited. All right. So definitely be there for that. Free photos. Oh, yeah. And actually, I it's a video. It's not even a photo. So rather than putting the snow over it like I did for the Christmas one, I actually just used moving video. So that's kind of fun. Is this a new BRB? Maybe. We'll see. I made it just as an ambiance video first. So yeah. What website is this? That was the Disney Parks blog. So if you just search for Disney Parks blog, it will work. It'll be great. You'll be able to find it. Let's see. Very proud of Disney today. They are starting to correct their errors. Baby steps. We're getting there. We want Disney back to its former self. I can happily say we're getting there. Agreed. I don't think anybody who's a true Disney fan is going to be upset about any of these changes, and Disney knows that. They're smart. I'm just glad that they have their ears open. Their mouse ears are open, and they're ready to listen, right? So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just did that on camera. Please make sure you screenshot that. All right, so let's see. What else? We still loved Illuminations, but the silver lining is that I discovered Resort TV 1 because you did the stream of it. That's awesome, Blair. They need to do special needs quest that Walt started. Oh, that would be cool, Melissa. Yeah, like a quest for anybody with special needs. Maybe like that would be make sure it's really wheelchair and scooter accessible. I think that'd be great. I hope that the challenges are now, but maybe make it even more accessible. That'd be great. Epcot's as much about the music as it is about as it is togetherness. That's true, Brittany. I agree. I still have the music of Illuminations and the old music Spaceship Earth. And see, that's where I loved how they tied in Harmonious with the Beacon of Magic Epcot show. I thought that was really cool. And I know I've said that a bazillion times, but I just really like that part. Let's see, almost 900 people in here. Thank you so much, guys. With dining cards being added to resort stays, I wonder if they will also add Genie Plus service to resort stays. That would be actually a really cool idea, and that brings more value to your stay. Now, maybe they could start with saying, hey, Genie Plus is added if you're a deluxe resort guest, and maybe bring it out from there. I don't know. We'll see. Any hints on where you'll be streaming from Friday? So I will not be there Friday. I'm going to be in Tampa for a convention. In fact, I got to get packed up tomorrow night. So I'm going to be packing up during the premiere. So I'm leaving Thursday morning early to go to Tampa for this convention. But Jenna will be live somewhere on Friday. And you can probably figure it out if you think about what's going on Friday. So yeah. I had to answer a phone call. Is that 10-hour ambiance actually 10-hour long recording or a 10-hour loop of a smaller recording? Good question, Relaxing Disney. It is a 10-hour loop of a 1-hour recording. So yeah, I didn't have time to sit there for 10 hours, sorry, but but it is a 10-hour loop of a 1-hour recording. You probably won't notice when it loops. I actually faded it. What's cool though, if you watch really carefully, the people walking by the bridge fade out like ghosts, kind of like on Back to the Future, and then they fade back in. So that's kind of fun. I need Disney ears. Even little changes mean a lot to guests. It's being heard because it's going from when Chapek said there was an unfavorable mix of annual pass holders to ticket holders, meaning we didn't make enough money, right? That's not good. Okay, it makes annual pass holders feel like we're a burden. But then when you talk about, we really understand that annual pass holders need the spontaneity. They want the spontaneity of being able to visit the parks whenever they want. Oh, now we're valued. Now you're listening to us. That just immediately made me feel valued as a pass holder. So yeah. Pop is $300 a night the week of Tron opening. Worth it. Wow. Well, Pop has gone up a lot, and so has Art of Animation because of the Skyliner. Is it worth it? I mean, I guess you'd have to be the judge of that. That's expensive for sure. Bob Iger will rescue Genie Plus. I hope so. I hope so. They're putting ears on Spaceship Earth. I guess they could. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure it really needs that, but I like Spaceship Earth the way it is. I think Spaceship Ears, even though his name is Spaceship Ears, definitely would agree with me that Spaceship Earth should remain beautiful like it was. I didn't mind the wand being there for a little while, but I'm glad they took it down. Paul, I love walking through Epcot and having the background music change the mood, bringing you, bridging you as you pass from area to area. I agree, Paul. Another thing I'm going to be doing besides more ambiance videos is I'm going to be doing an extended relaxing stroll, which will be 10 hours of different video. I've kind of stuck on 10 hours just because it's a nice round number. But basically, we can do relaxing strolls, all the ones I've had together, plus film a couple more. Maybe even kind of make it transition throughout a day where it starts in the morning and ends in the evening or something. That'd be pretty cool. So we'll see. Spaceship Ears agrees with me. Yeah. We love Pop and AOA. The latter's my favorite resort. Yeah, I like both of those as well. I honestly, there isn't a resort that I don't like. I like the All-Stars. People always dog the All-Stars. I like the All-Stars. They're really fun. The only thing I don't like about All-Stars is the bus situation because there's so many people staying there and the fact that they're a little bit further away from a lot of the other parks. It does take a while to get back to the All-Star from like Magic Kingdom. But I love all the resorts. They're all awesome to me. They put a Mickey hand on it. They sure did, Tina. But it's gone. I don't think Genie Plus is going to go away. Genie has been in the making even when Iger was CEO. We'll see. I mean, I will say this. Disney really should stay different. They should keep being different. Or as the kids say now, Disney should stay being different, even though that's not grammatically correct, right? Here's really they should keep being different. Universal has a very expensive express pass option, even though it's different and it's probably a little bit better. It's pretty expensive. Also, I'm trying to think of what else. Also, SeaWorld has an expensive, like quick queue, I think they call it, option. So Disney still has the cheapest skip the line option in all of the theme parks, at least in Orlando, and probably actually around the country. But I still think Disney should be different on that. Any word on APs going back on sale? Not yet, Gail. Not yet. I did say earlier, I think that Disney Vacation Club owners should be able to buy an annual pass because they technically own a real estate interest here. Have you decided what the BRB theme for January is now? I think I'm going to keep it strolls for January, even though I broke the BRB doing home streams. So someone needs to rescue Disney Plus. That's true. And I think that's really why they brought Iger back. I agree. I stayed at Music when I was able to meet you and Jen. I had no idea until we went to Disney Springs that they all shared a bus. Yeah, it's a little bit intense. Almost if you stay at All Star and you have your car, a lot of people fly in. But if you have your car, I would drive to the parks. It's faster. Thanks for making me not feel crazy, Dana says. Disney unearthed the All Stars and sports resorts when they were built by giants when they were intending to build a fifth park. Really? I remember when they were building them. We actually were driving one time around Disney World. This is when I was, probably in high school, middle school, and we ended up coming across the All Stars on accident. We kind of ended up taking a wrong turn. I was like, oh, they're building hotels here, so that's kind of fun. I get to upgrade my AP March 6th. I need to renew mine so I can get reservations for when Tron opens if they're not already gone. Universal also charges for parking if you're staying on site unless you're in AP. That's true. That is true. So Disney's trying to be different. I think they should continue that. You got a minute and a half. That's right. The All Stars make me feel like I'm in the Magic. The moderate and deluxe so more vacation oriented. Okay, that's cool. I like the fact that the All Stars are still like larger than life, kind of that gaudy '90s feel, where they're trying to take that away from most of the parks and resorts. I know that was the design aesthetic in the '90s. Everything was larger than life, and even the early 2000s, even like McDonald's was like that. Everything was like characters everywhere and really big, bright colors. I hope they go back to that eventually a little bit. Jenna just wasn't able to join tonight. She's totally fine. She just wasn't able to join tonight. We aren't able to rent cars yet. But we decided to Uber after that bus ride. Oh wow, yeah, for sure. Uh, all right, yeah, political things. Yeah, it's there's some truth to that. That's why we don't do political stuff on this channel. Don't forget, Iger has a very tough economy to work with in the next couple of years. Keep expectations grounded. I agree. That's the other thing, Spaceship Pierce. Iger has a very, very, very tough job. He's got to please the stockholders because otherwise the company doesn't make money. He's also got to please the guests because if the guests aren't happy, they don't spend money. So that's why I think Disney needs to find easy wins like this to keep building positive feelings and positive vibes about the company. Positive relationships. It's almost like you're filling up credit with the fans. You got to do that. We're staying at All-Star Movies with our littles in November. Such a fun resort theme for sure. Pop Century is amazing. That was my first resort, and I love to go there to walk around. Agreed. Cool. So, all right. So, what else did you guys want to talk about with this? Is there anything else? I mean, we don't have to stay on too long tonight. I just wanted to see if there's anything else that we missed here along the way. So let me make sure I've got everything set correctly here. Awesome. I sure do. Okay, good. Let's see. Minecraft Disney Resort sent a super chat. That stained glass scene at the end is going to be goosebumps, especially goosebumps inducing, especially down Main Street. Absolutely, Minecraft Disney Resort for sure. Sorry I missed that earlier, but yes, I totally agree. That is going to be so incredible. Love it. Sorry if I missed that earlier. All right, for some reason it didn't come up over here. I was probably just talking too much. All right. DeMar Hamlin moved from Cincinnati to Buffalo. Yes, I'm so glad to hear he's doing better. Absolutely. We are always happy to hear when people recover like that. What do we want the next next steps for Disney to be? I want complete removal of reservations. I know they like it. I would love to have complete removal, but that's not realistic. So I would like for, I think the next step should be park hopping is open after 11 a.m. I think or at least noon. Let's make it at least 11 a.m. or noon for park hopping. I think that's the first step. I think the second step is saying no reservations after 2 p.m. for everybody. Maybe eventually they'll say no more reservations. Or maybe only reservations on peak days. Like maybe they say reservations for 3 weeks around Christmas. Reservations for Easter week. Whatever the busiest weeks are. Reservations for July 4th. Fine. Then they can manage the crowd capacities for those times. We'll see. Also, we need a nighttime parade. Please, please, please give us a nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom, please. Six Flags have different levels. Okay, interesting. You jump closer to the ride, but not to the front. Can you briefly recap PH park updates again? Sure. I want no restrictions on park hopping. That'd be a nice happy medium. That's what I think. Bring back Magical Express. That could be. Obviously, that's, for me, I'm a local. That doesn't affect me as much, but I could see how that helps a lot of other people. We used it. Angela Bassett just won the Golden Globe for Wakanda. That's cool. Good. Excellent. Josh Tomorrow just put out a statement about all the changes. Oh, nice. I heard it was because he was listening to guests, but yeah, let me pull that up here real quick. Okay, you said it's on WWNT. All right. And shout out to them. They do a great job as well. They've always been really nice to us also. Let's see here. He gave an interview with the New York Times. The changes, which included bringing free parking and easy reservations, have been well received by fans. Some applauded the change as a result of Bob Iger, who took over. DeMauro was quick to disagree and take a little credit. Oh, this is not... Oh, so here's DeMauro taking a little credit here. Fine. This is not necessarily about a change in leadership. I have a lot of face-to-face conversation with guests when I'm walking in the parks, and I read a lot of the comments online. Look at that. Good job, Josh. And you know what? Josh is a very easy person to talk to. We got a chance to talk to him before Guardians, and he was very, very easy to talk to. I may or may not have mentioned that we'd like a nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom. But anyway, and he was like, "Yes, I've heard that a few times." So he has heard that. But but also you meet the guy. You don't want to be like, I need all this stuff, right? You don't want to be like a crazy person. But at the same time, that was the thing that popped into my head. But yeah, he does have a lot of face-to-face conversations with guests, and he does read a lot of the comments online. It says if you move a tree, if you change a procedure, if you start asking for reservations, that's a big deal for our guests. They care. They really care. And if people care that much, then I have an obligation to listen and when appropriate to make some changes. Wow. What a concept. Listen and react, right? He said, observe how fans notice if they move a churro cart. He reportedly almost quit during Chapek's stint as CEO. That's interesting. We believe in the Genie product, but we're going to continue to look at ways to add more value, said Tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go. All right. Let me go to that New York Times article here, too, because I wonder if there's more information there. But let's see. Here we go. New York Times article. Thanks for reading the Times. We'd like to have some money from you. Okay. I love it. Let's see. Really? No, I don't want to subscribe. I just want to read this one article. Thank you so much. Wait, what? It really doesn't want me to read. Wow. Well, thank you. Walt Disney World News Today. There we go. My gosh. Okay. I get that these newspapers need to make money, but man, it's hard to read an article. Okay. So I can't bring this up right now because it's on the wrong browser. But anyway, let's see. It's a New York Times article. Disney's not charging for parking. Okay, it's all the same stuff. But okay, here Tomorrow says, we want to make sure our fans are feeling the love. We're listening to them, or we're trying to adjust. That's cool. Let me see. Maybe there is a way I can bring this in here. All right. Oh. Whoops. Okay. Maybe. Let's see. Hold on just a second. Nope. Okay. It's not going to work, but you get the idea. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff in this article. Let's see what else. We want to make sure we're listening to our fans. We're listening to them when we're trying to adjust. None of these changes are about demand. Let's see. It's not about a change in leadership. Okay, so over the past year, Disney's most dedicated theme park fans have grown indignant over price increases. Okay, so there's a lot of good stuff here. Let's see. Yeah, all right. We believe in the Genie product. Yeah, so it's all the same. So I think WWNT did a pretty good job of summarizing. But anyway, sorry. I was just reading through it real quick. Bring back Iger. Yeah, he's pretty much retired, I think. It was amazing to see Fantasmic. Use the remove paywall site to avoid those. Oh, cool. Yeah, what a pain. Tomorrow may be a Michael Eisner. I hope so. Let me see if I can do that then. What is it called? What's it called? Remove paywall? Okay, here we go. Oh, here we go. All right. Let's see if this works. Oh, look at that. That's amazing. Okay. There we go. I love it. Look at that. There's the article right there for everybody to see. All right. So this is the article here. It's going to make Disneyland cheaper to visit. This is the one right here. We want to make sure we're listening to our fan. We want to make sure our fans are feeling the love. We're listening to them. We're trying to adjust. I love that. Let's see. We're not reducing ticket prices. None of these changes are about demand. So there you go. Yeah, cool stuff. All right. Oh, look at this. The company started charging for hotel parking in 2018, and Frommers called the move a surprising money grab. Of course, Frommers also had some interesting ideas about our live streaming, so who knows. But yeah, they were right on that. So anyway, this is the article. If you want to read it, you can go back and pause or something. This is where it says some of Disney's most dedicated theme park customers have grown indignant. Let's see here. Disney started even charging extra for the downloads. Yeah, this is crazy because I actually can't do PhotoPass anymore because I didn't pay extra for it. It used to be part of the pass. Let's see. And then pass holders were no longer able to drop by anytime they wanted, even they've paid $13.99. Yep, I know about that. Mr. Chapek called it yield management. Yeah, that's one way to say it, right? All right, let's see what else. We believe in the Genie product. So yeah, I wonder. Okay, so Genie's probably not going anywhere. Looking at that, but we're going to continue to look at ways to add more value. Okay, there you go. Well, look at that. We found a way to show the article. I know that was really small, but it is what it is. All right, cool. That does look like Jenna from the back a little bit, doesn't it? Jeff Valley is also a great guy, and he's much happier with Iger being back, I bet. Let's see. What else do we have here in the chat? You guys are talking Space Shapers. Understanding when people are passionate about something they love, they can lose control in their reply. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, we all get really passionate about this. Bye, Courtney. Thanks for being here. Talk with you all tomorrow for 10 hours. Yes, we got to do this. Iger was in charge for Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, or Eisner was in charge for those. Yeah, that was the golden age of Disney movies. Most people agree with that. I hate to say this, but warning, I read that Happily Ever After was returning. I hate it. Oh, really? Matthew, I'm sorry to hear that. You might be in the minority on that. I think most people really loved Happily Ever After, but everybody has their own opinion, so that's understandable. Let's see. It was fun to see plans on the app, for sure. I'm going with my sister in 2.5 weeks. I'm excited. She hasn't been in years, even though I go off and I have so many surprises for her. Oh, that's cool. I love doing that. I love taking people, like you said, Sabrina, and just being like, hey, you haven't seen this yet. Let's go see this. And then kind of enjoying it through their eyes. I love that. Have fun with that. Bring back villains. That'll be fun. They also brought back after-hours parties, which I think is great. One big thing. Here's somebody was asking what's next. Here's another thing you can do, Disney. And guess what? This will make you money. Like lots of money. We've said this. Make after-hours parties where you play retro fireworks. Now, Happily Ever After is already coming back, so you don't have to do that. But make an after-hours party where you play Illuminations. Oh my goodness, how many people would come to Epcot that night? They could do Illuminations. It'd be modified, but they could shoot all those fireworks off the barge. They could synchronize it somehow. They wouldn't have the globe. They say, hey, it's Illuminations minus the globe. Sorry, it's gone. But, you could still put all the music in there and kind of have an Illuminations revival, right? So that'd be cool. You could do Wishes. Again, at Magic Kingdom, they could say, this is a Wishes after-hours party. So have like 3 or 4 hours of rides, free soda, free Mickey bars, all that stuff. Have people ride rides, and at the end of the night, show Wishes for everybody that paid. You could charge like $200 a night, and people would totally do it. I don't know, maybe 150 would be a little better. But anyway, the point is people would totally pay for it, and they'd make tons of money. You could do Fantasy in the Sky again. People love to see that once a year. You could even, once some time has passed, you could even do Enchantment. It may not make as much money, but you get the point. You could do retro fireworks shows. I think that'd be super fun. So, thank you, CJ79, another fantastic answer. After Hours with Wishes. Can you imagine After Hours with Wishes or After Hours with Illuminations? Disney, you do this. You will make money. I promise. And again, us diehard fans, we'd pay $200 to go see that again. We just would. We're crazy. We're just crazy. Horizons of Food Rocks. I'm telling you right now, if I could ride Horizons and whatever, I'd drop like $1,000, no problem.
I'd pay $200 for Wishes.
Steph says she's paid $200 for Wishes. Instead of the globe, they could do water projections. Exactly. And I think everybody would understand. Like, look, we still get to watch Illuminations. Sorry, the globe is gone. Like, we're all big people. We understand that. But how cool would it be if we could just listen and watch the show again? Yeah, if I could ride Horizons again, man, I'd just be like, here's my wallet. I don't know, just do whatever you want with it. Like, I don't care. Oh my goodness, I don't care. They could simulate the globe and the hoop. Yeah, they could, but the hoop is actually going away. Chris Caps, $2. After hours partying and let people know the show. Yes, exactly. Yeah, so you call it Wishes after hours. You call it Illuminations after hours. Boom. Done. That's it. Main Street Electrical Parade after hours. Yes, blessed be. I was just about to say that, and you beat me. Spectrum Magic after hours. Come on. People love this stuff. And there's no reason they have to do it every night, but make it a special event. Charge extra. Oh, my goodness. Did you know that Chapek created the whole Disney movie vault to get people excited in the classic older movies, also creating the fear of buying things before they were gone forever? Steph, I didn't know that, but that sounds about right. I don't have a problem with that. I'm glad that the Disney movie vault is mostly on Disney Plus now. I think that's a lot more in step with the times. Epcot Forever may be a good show to see. It will be, Matthew, but they're going to bring it back every night, so you don't have to pay extra to see that. Steph would watch Wishes. Yeah, Steph loves Wishes. Paint the Night. Agreed, Greg, agreed. Let's see. Need to bring back the old FastPass system. I agree, Matt. But like I just showed you on the article with the quotes from Tomorrow, I don't think that Genie Plus is going anywhere. Maybe if people keep talking, but it's a huge revenue source, so I just don't think it's going anywhere. Spaceship Heroes was right. We have to temper our expectations. We can't get everything, right? But we're going to get some things. Ooh, Mark, use drones to create the globe in the sky. Yes, I'd pay extra for that. $200 to drive the electrical water pageant around. There you go. That's right, Spaceship Heroes. That'd be super fun. I just don't crash into anything. Save that voice. Bring a Coke with you the next home live stream and maybe a cookie. I know. My voice is dying. It's really weird. I don't I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I had no problems all day today. I should probably get going here pretty soon. We've gone for about an hour. But yeah. Josh, you need to be the president of Walt Disney World. You bring back so many things. Yeah, but I also probably wouldn't make any money. So that'd be my problem. I'd just say, hey, you get a ride. You get a ride. Let's do this land over here. Let's build a new hotel. Like, I'd spend all the money. The investors would hate me. Although, I kind of go after this. It's a quote from the Santa Claus the movie. Pat the elf says, I don't know if this is really like out there, but he says, you give extra kisses, you get extra hugs, right? So I feel like when you do more Disney, you get more. You do more, you get more. And hopefully they're starting to see that again. You do more for your guests, you're going to get more. You're going to make more money. It's a win-win. I would still pay for the Fast Pass, but the old program was less confusing. Agreed. Oh, yeah, there you go. Mason's posting the wishes intro. My favorite thing announced today is park hopping for Disneyland DCA will be 11 a.m. Yes, it is. Excuse me. Congratulations on 172K. Awesome. Bring back Great Movie Ride. I know. New monorails. I know Bob Gurr announced that they were in talks to do that, and I don't know what happened to that. More characters in the parks. Is the annual pass worth it? Well, I mean, obviously for us, we go all the time, but yeah, it's worth it. As long as you go, you got to do the math. As long as you go enough to pay for it, yes, it's worth it. Josh, you are the magic. Thank you for everything you do. Thank you, Lena. So Tron is going to be the fastest Disney coaster in the parks. That'll be cool. I didn't know that. Okay, so a lot of people are asking about the updates. David's asking again. Let's go back. Bring back Goodnight Kiss. I agree. That's something that wouldn't cost anything. Let's please bring that back. Horizons, yeah, I mean, good grief. I always say that I'm weird. Like, if I was a billionaire, I'd be like, how much would it cost to build Horizons in, like, my backyard or, like, some land that I buy? If I was a billionaire, that's the first thing I'd do. And I would, I'd let people come ride it, of course, but let's see. Just charge enough to pay for the attraction and the upkeep. Lots of creativity on this chat. Walt would be proud of these ideas. I agree, John. I agree, absolutely. A lot of great ideas. There should be more Imagineer-developed attractions that aren't movie-based. I agree. And here's the other thing. Let's do it backwards, right? Let's do it the other way. And actually, let's do it the way Pirates was done. Pirates was a ride first and then a movie. Haunted Mansion was a ride first and then a movie. Now, granted, Pirates movie was more successful than Haunted, even though Haunted was cute. So, let's do that. Let's develop an attraction and then a movie. Try that. I think it's really cool. Now, Disney says, oh, more people see the movies. So they're bringing people to the parks or the attractions. I get why, but let's take a risk. Why not? Wow, Chris Caps again. Thank you so much. Include Genie in a park hopper package, maybe for limited time guests visiting, also meal passes. Absolutely. You could. You could. JL, $5. You into Pokemon Resort TV 1? Not really. I know what it is, but not really. Yeah, but thank you, JL. I know I played it a little bit, but not a lot. Good question. If you're a billionaire, you would still charge people. No. I mean, here's the thing. I think it would cost like a lot. Yeah, I probably still would because, you got to make money to pay for the people to run the ride and the maintenance and everything else. Yeah, absolutely. Because you got to think the thing's going to cost several $1 million to build, and then the electricity is going to cost and whatever else. I would just charge enough to cover the expenses for it, not to actually make money on it. But yeah, for sure. Would you be able to film on Tron? I don't know. GoPro, probably. Hopefully, we'll see. Nice to have different rides that Disney's and has nothing to do with movies. Yep. Let's see. Lots of love from Toronto. Was in Walt Disney World. Shout out to Lisa at Mickey Travels for help in booking our restaurants. Yes, guys, make sure that you go over and check out MickeyTravels.com for the best and free Disney vacation planning advice. Go to MickeyTravels.com to book your vacation. That's MickeyTravels.com. Also, make sure you check out RealtyInOrlando.com. That's RealtyInOrlando.com. so that you can find your dream home here in Central Florida. I'll do a couple sponsors here. Were you as bummed about Horizons closing, or did you realize it was? Yes, I almost cried as a high school kid, actually just out of high school, when I saw them tearing it down. Have you ever seen the pictures of Horizons being torn down? It was the ugliest, most sad thing in the entire world, because it's this giant carcass of a building sitting up there above the wall. You couldn't block it. It was too tall. That was horrible. It'd be like if they tore Spaceship Earth down and just made us all watch it. Like, it's like so painful. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it. Hopefully they work a little on park cleanliness and ride maintenance. Yeah, Sharon, but actually they've been working on that a little bit, because some of the websites have been calling them out about it, people on social media, and they've been starting to fix some of that. So yeah, I think people should keep calling them out for it, because they can do better. Charge $5 for the Liam College Fund. Well, if I was a billionaire, I wouldn't need money for that, but I just need money to keep up the ride. So yeah, anyway. Whatever. That's not going to happen, so it doesn't really matter. How will the 10-hour thing on Wednesday, or I think you're asking how would it work? So yeah, for Wednesday, that's tomorrow. That's the New York Times article. This right here is going to be live. Yes, I know I'm signed out. This is going to be live tomorrow, starting at 10 a.m. and it's going to premiere for 10 hours, and you're just going to be able to watch this awesome ambiance. My goal for this, there's no talking at all in this video. There's no intro. There's no outro. There's no sponsors. There's no nothing. My goal for this is for you to just be able to put it on your TV, and it's like a window in your house to the Magic Kingdom. Think about Back to the Future, where they had all these windows to the future. This is like a window to the future. No, a window to the Magic Kingdom. And I'm going to post the link for the ambiance video. Please go over there and set yourself a reminder and watch it with us tomorrow. That will be super, super awesome. So go check that out. Okay? Cool. Let's go over some of the changes real quick here, just for everybody's benefit. So let's start over here. And number one, the first big change, enjoy complimentary self-parking at Walt Disney World resorts. This is the first big change. Just kind of recap before we wrap up here. So, parking is free at Disney Resort hotels starting today. So that's pretty cool. That's a huge positive change. Like, they're always charging more and more and more. This is the first time I can remember when they took away a charge. Go Disney. Great, great choice. Still, everything else still free. You still have free parking at the parks when you stay at the resorts. You still have free on-site transportation, buses, monorails, watercraft, Skyliner, all that stuff. The biggest one, though, annual pass holders, no reservations required after 2 p.m. on most days. Saturdays and Sundays at Magic Kingdom are the exception, because Magic Kingdom's busy on Saturday and Sunday. We know that. So if you need to go to Magic Kingdom as an AP, you're going to have a reservation. But I'm good with that. It's a good change. So again, no reservations after 2 p.m. for most parks. We don't know when. It says beginning in the next few months. Here's my favorite part. We realize our pass holders enjoy more spontaneous visits. They're listening. That's cool. Attraction photo downloads included with Genie Plus. So when you buy Genie Plus, you get free attraction photo pass downloads, which will basically come right in on your app. So that's the first big news update. The next one is fireworks. So Happily Ever After is coming back April 3rd. The Last Enchantment is April 2nd. The Last Harmonious is April 2nd. Epcot Forever is coming back April 3rd. Again, The Last Harmonious, April 2nd. And also the big thing is phased removal of fireworks platforms, aka barges, stargates, and tacos. Removed starting April 2nd, after the April 2nd. So probably starting April 3rd, April 4th, something like that. Phased removing. So they're not going to be gone like April 4th. It's going to be, gradual. And then, of course, Tron opening April 4th. Tron opening April 4th. And there's a little bit that shows me that Tron maybe is slightly different at Walt Disney World. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Okay, here we go. I heard preview opportunities are coming for... Oh, there you go, guys. There it is right there. Look, I hope they do annual pass holder previews. That's it right there. I missed that. Preview opportunities are coming for guests, including annual pass holders and DVC members. Yay. Oh, my goodness. Let's have some applause in the chat. I just found that. Yay. Those are good changes. They sure are. So what do you guys think about that? Quick question. Is Victor still a sponsor? No, Victor's not a sponsor anymore, but he's still doing a great job out there. Yep. We're working with Realty in Orlando now. All right. So what else? So isn't that awesome? So it is right there. Preview opportunities are coming for guests, including annual pass holders. So there you go. AP previews. A lot of people were asking about that. I just now read it. Yes, there are AP previews. So there you go. Yay, round of applause. See, thank you. All right, cool. Let's finish the news here. This is a recap. All right, I don't know how I missed that earlier. I'm sure some of you saw it, but I was, kind of busy thinking about other things, I guess. Okay, so here we go. So I guess we don't need New York Times or removing paywall anymore. Switch between the parks even earlier with your Park Hopper ticket. This is at Disneyland, okay? This is not at Walt Disney World. This is Disneyland. Starting in Disneyland, you can go from Disneyland Park to California Adventure or from California Adventure to Disneyland starting at 11 a.m. on February 4th. So that's a big news there. Disneyland. You can Park Hop earlier starting February 4th. Also, more $104 tickets, photos, magic keys, all that. Not as big of a deal. Did I miss anything? I don't think so. Cool. So yeah, there you go. So those are your updates. Fun stuff. Fun stuff. Boy, if I just got back from a trip where I had to pay for parking, I'd be miffed that I'd waited. Yeah, if I waited, been free. I know, Sarah. I agree with that. I totally understand. I feel the same way. Of course, they've got to remove it sometimes, so that's going to happen to somebody. But yes, I understand. Epcot was a wonderful world of original ideas, and now they're jamming movies in it. I do agree with that. I'm kind of in the middle. It's kind of like I understand the need to change, but I also understand the need for things to stay true to what they were. So yes, I understand. How are you going to show us both shows at the same time? We're definitely going to do Happily Ever After because Epcot Forever is not going to be changed. So we'll do Happily Ever After on April 3rd, and then maybe April 5th. I guess we'll probably show Epcot Forever because we'll be at the Tron opening on April 4th. We'll see. Maybe we'll park hop. I'm going to have to take some days off. I think they should do park hopping earlier here too. I agree. Park hopping should start at 11 here at Walt Disney World as well. So there you go. Let's see. How fancy can we be here? I don't know. Let's see. What does this do? Let's see. Oh, okay. That takes that away. Let's see. What if we do this? Okay. That takes us back to that. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well, I was trying. I had some other pictures in here, but they apparently have gone away. Oh, let's see. There we go. There's a little Tron background there. I don't know. It's not the best, but anyway, I had some other pictures here. I was trying to be fancy. Do you still need a dining reservation to park at other hotels? Yes, as far as I know. That hasn't changed yet. That's mostly a parking lot capacity thing. Can you show Happily Ever After? I'm probably not going to do that tonight because I actually need to go. I need to get ready for bed, and I also don't really want a copyright claim on this stream. But yes, we will show it on a stream soon. I need to do like a virtual stream where we do, virtual strolls and retro rides and things like that. So yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, but I actually need to get to bed tonight. Got to get up early. New generations would not want to pay to see what we grew up with thinking that was going to be the future. Yeah, maybe. Excited Disney World going trip August 8th. That's awesome, Noel. We'll head there in a couple weeks. Very cool. Isn't that fancy? Happily Ever After's copyright. Yeah, we're not going to play it on the stream tonight. So, Paddy Wagon, go back to the beginning of the video for all the updates. Cool. I've already went over them twice, I've already gone over them twice. So, probably not going to do it again, but definitely rewind back to the beginning of the video, and you can check that out. I do want to point out again, you can find all this stuff and all this information on Disney Parks blog, and you can see the website up there. Just type in, you don't have to remember that website. Just type in Google, just type in Disney Parks blog. It'll come up. So here's Disney Parks blog. There's the Disneyland update. There's the Disney World update. There's Tron. There's something about a drone show, which is kind of cool at Disneyland Paris. And then, I don't know, this is 2024 Adventures by Disney. So that's cool. I'd like to do one of those sometime. Not as exciting, but yeah. Oh, that's interesting. Lightning Lane upcharges are not necessary to enjoy Disneyland. Wow. That's interesting that they have this on their own website. So here's an Orange County Register article saying you don't need Lightning Lane, but it's on the Disney Parks blog. This is official. That's interesting to me. Anyway. All right. So that's basically it for tonight. I hope you've enjoyed this little update. Definitely Disney, I think, hit it out of the park tonight. I'm super excited. I can't wait for the future at Walt Disney World. Thank you for watching so long. You guys are the best community out there. I really appreciate all of you. It's so nice to be able to share something exciting with people who understand, who get it. You guys get it, right? Because we're all big Disney fans. So thank you for being here. Even if you haven't been able to be at the parks, you still get it because you're a Disney fan. Please join us tomorrow for the 10-hour ambiance video thing. I know I've said it a few times, but definitely join us over here for this. It's going to be a lot of fun. You can see it's a beautiful view. Obviously, if you can't be here the whole time, that's fine. Somebody left a comment and said, wait, I want to watch this when I go to bed. You still can. Even after, like, say you go to bed at 10 o'clock, it'll be posted as a regular video. So you can still watch it anytime. All right, so that's it, guys. Let me read a couple more comments, and we will be finished. Let's see. That's true, Waffle House. I agree. Guardians of the Galaxy is fun, but yeah, it's cool. But I get what you're saying there about, what we think the future would look like. We should update that. We should do, like, the future from today. Are you getting the new DJI gimbal? I don't know. It's super lightweight and can handle the Sony. I will check that out. I'm not sure. Break it yourself. I heard they were going to announce that today or yesterday, so I'll have to check that out. I'm not a huge fan of DJI because their gimbals are strange for phones and they do all this flipping, but maybe for cameras they're better. Good night. Thanks for all the news. Thanks, Lainey, for sure. Hey, John. Really enjoy your stream. I'm spreading the word about the good things Resort TV 1 does for us. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Hey, Dana, thank you so much. It's good to celebrate, right? Finally, we get to celebrate something. Oh, I love it. It's not just celebrating the idea of Iger now being the CEO. It's actually celebrating something good happened. And whether it's tomorrow, whether it's Iger, doesn't really matter. The point is it's good for all of us. So thanks for being here, guys. All right. There's IB Rebecca, Bold Soup, Peach, Alicia, Mardra. I was just reading some comments from people that I hadn't talked to. John, Lisa, Links. Let's see, Kathy. We so appreciate all you do. Thank you, Blessed Be. I appreciate it. The home news streams are fun. It's easier for me than taking a bunch of time to edit the video and then putting it up at 10 p.m. A lot of our awesome news, friends, they may not have to work during the day, so they are able to edit during the day. I don't get home till like 5 or 6 o'clock a lot of times, so it's good for me to be able to do it this way. Thank you, New England, Coastal Scenery. Thank you, Hitchhiking Bones. Super excited. Thank you, Tina. Thank you to all the moppers for being here, and thank you to any moppers that can be here tomorrow. They're repainting Spaceship Earth. I don't think they're repainting Spaceship Earth. It's what is it? Aluminum, Alcubond, whatever you call it. Those aren't going to be repainted, but I heard Space Mountain is being repainted. Hershey Park, yeah, relaxing Disney. That would be cool for sure. Thanks everybody. Have a great night. Thanks, Willis. All right, I'm gonna get going. Let's talk. Thanks, Trish. I want to talk about a couple more awesome sponsors. We also have David's DVC Rentals, dvcrequest.com/TV. If you want to rent a DVC room for a fraction of the cost, go to dvcrequest.com/TV. Also, if you want to find out more about your favorite Disney rides, how they were created, go to Amazon and search for Behind the Ride. That's Amazon, search for Behind the Ride on Amazon. And finally, we have Corner Sports Store. If you want to get matching Disney shirts for your next trip, go to cornersportsnb.com. That's Cornersports, N as in Nancy, B as in boy.com. We also have new channels. My new channel, Retro TV 1. That's Retro TV 1 Tech. Go subscribe to that. I've got a new video about my Commodore up that I posted about a week and a half ago. I was going to film another video for that tonight, but I thought this was more important because it's like breaking news right now. And then Jenna's channel, Adventures of Jenna and Dale. Actually, this is an old screenshot of it, but she has more videos up. Super fun stuff. She had a new one up like today or yesterday. So definitely go check that out and subscribe over there to Jenna's channel. All right, everybody. That's all there is. We'll see you soon. Tomorrow, the ambiance video. Then Jenna will be live on Friday. So don't worry, Jenna's fine. I know she kind of took an extended absence. It was just a lot of stuff came up. Stuff, personal stuff can't really talk about. So appreciate everybody respecting her privacy. Nothing's wrong. Nobody's sick or anything like that. Chloe's fine. Dale's fine. Everybody's fine. Just appreciate you guys understanding that just some things came up she had to take care of. So thank you, Allie. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Shannon. Yep. All right. We'll see you all very soon. All right. So for now, have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. Bye-bye.